Hi, in this video we're going to look at concluding your oral presentation. What do you say towards the end of an oral presentation? And we are going to use some academic texts as a reference. To introduce the topic, I would like for you to match the following words with their definitions. Pause my video, complete the activity, and I'll see you in a moment. All right, thank you very much. Here are the answers. What is a craft? Crafts are goods, especially those produced in a skilled way. Good. What is a customer? Is a person who buys goods or a service. What is a batch? A batch is a group of things that are produced at the same time. What is a step? It's a stage in a process. And finally, what is to customize? It is to make or change something according to a customer's particular needs. Nice. With that vocabulary in mind, let's read the following excerpt from the script of an oral presentation about types of craft production. All right, let's read it together. I'd like to sum up the main three types of craft production. First, we have job production, which occurs when the product is customized for the customer. Customized is made special, remember? Next, we have batch production, which refers to producing a batch of items, so a group of items, through a series of steps at the same time, all of them at the same time. And the last one is line production. In this, items are produced one by one, but not at the same time. All right? Let me finish by saying that for large production runs, we usually have a combination of batch and line production. All right? That is fairly clear. Let's make sure that we understand it by answering this question. Which of the types of craft production would take longer? Of all those, the one that would take longer, the longest, would be the one that customizes items for the customer depending on the specific needs that they need to meet. All right? So, as you could see in the presentation that we read the excerpt about, we had some expressions that let us know that we're talking about the end of the presentation because it starts with, I like to sum up, and then let me finish by saying, so actually, we have some expressions that you can learn to use towards the end of your presentation. The first set of expressions is to sum up information. So we could say when we are summarizing the information that we just included before we conclude. All right, so we could say summing up, or let's summarize briefly what we've looked at, or I like to summarize or to recap, sum up the main points, or to summarize the main points, or to recap, to sum up, or let me now summarize, recap, or sum up. And then you summarize what you said, rephrase it so that you can remind the audience of what you have said before you conclude. All right? Now, at the very end of the presentation, we need to conclude it. We need to conclude it by giving a statement that you give to the audience so they can think about what you said in a more encompassing way, let's say. So you could say, in conclusion, or I like to finish by emphasizing this. So the main point that you want to give to your audience for them to think and reflect upon. In conclusion, I like to say, or finally, may I say, or in short, or so to remind you of what I've covered in this talk, and then you give your final statement, the one that they will remember the most. Okay? Now, with this, we have some practice for you, and this is it. Research about the ways to improve productivity in manufacturing in small businesses. And write the script of the conclusion of an oral presentation about it. Please use the following outline and the expressions that you just learned to write your script. So You have to research, but I'm giving you some pointers here that you can use in your presentation. Here's the outline. So look at it, and if you need to research more about them, go ahead. If not, you can just go ahead and write the script of your conclusion for this presentation. Pause my video, complete the activity, and I'll see you in a moment. All right, I hope that you did complete the activity, and this is a sample answer. All right, let's read it together. Could say, let's summarize briefly what we've looked at. First, establish quality control to make sure that your customers always get your best. We're using the outline. Also, eliminate bottlenecks by evaluating the flow of work, aiming to run at full speed. In addition, eliminate waste and set realistic goals. Systematizing what you can will give you and your workers time to perform other tasks. Finally, may I say that these are not the only ways to increase productivity. Investing in permanent training of employees or even getting a manufacturing business loan, getting money, can also help your business grow. Great! So thank you very much for completing the activity. Now let's listen to his pronunciation and you practice your pronunciation after him. I am going to pause my video for that. Go ahead.
Let's summarize briefly what we've looked at. First, establish quality control to make sure that your customers always get your best. Also, eliminate bottlenecks by evaluating the flow of work, aiming to run at full speed. In addition, eliminate waste and set realistic goals. Systematizing what you can will give you and your workers time to perform other tasks. Finally, may I say that these are not the only ways to increase productivity. Investing in permanent training of employees or even getting a manufacturing business loan can also help your business grow.
All right. Thank you very much for practicing your pronunciation. And remember that we have some expressions that we can use for summarizing the main points of our presentation and concluding an oral presentation. Thank you very much for your attention, and I will see you in the next video.